Hello there, Rabbi. How's it going this evening?
It's going well, Joe. Thank you.
Not all the nuts are in trees, so I would caution you about your near future and neighbors. But it's time for another How to Be Jewish in 30 Seconds. Are you crazy or are you just Meshuggah?
You know, I think before we get to the Meshuggah people, I think we have to look at my little friend here who's being a real nudnik. You know, he's just he's begging, he's staring. I can't get any work done. And that's the definition of a nudnik, is someone that has nothing important to say, doesn't need to be listened to. We don't want to listen to them. But for whatever reason, they want you to pay attention to them. And so there's my little friend being a nudnik.
And it's not an inappropriate word. Your mother wouldn't wash your mouth out with soap for saying nudnik.
No, because it's no way is it considered vulgar or swearing. It's really descriptive. It describes the behavior. The squirrel over there is being a nudnik. He's getting all the attention. Which brings us up to another neat expression, Joe. And, you would think that if I call my squirrel, no, Skippy, that's his name. If I call Skippy a Vildachaya, you're going to say, of course, because Vildachaya means a wild animal. But we don't use the word Vildachaya for animals, curiously enough. It's another expression that when someone is running around, is causing havoc, is distracting, you would say, Joe, stop acting like a Vildachaya.
Okay, and I had dinner next to a Vildahaya last night, but what I want to know is my favorite Meshuggah. Is there a definition of a Meshuggah?
There's a whole range of words in Yiddish that refer to someone's mental state. But since you brought up Meshuggah, it is someone whose language or behavior is crazy. That would be the best word for it. Just simple translation into English. Stop acting like a Meshuggah. Someone who's disconnected from reality. That's it. Meshuggah is a person whose behavior is disconnected from reality, either through their suggestions or through their actions, whatever may disconnect them. Now, they may act like a Vildachaya in the process, or they may be a Nudnik, but we will look at them and go, you're really Meshuggah.
So I wouldn't necessarily be a mumser if I called somebody Meshuggah when they were acting like a nudnik.
Not at all. In fact, you wouldn't be a mumser at all if you were saying those things, because we reserve mumser when someone's behavior is despicable, is beyond cute. Someone can be a nudnik, so they're a nudnik. Someone can be a vildachaya, so they break a few items. Someone can be a little meshugadach, a little meshuggana, so they're a little bit crazy around the edges. But when someone is a mumser, then they really are a mean-spirited, mean person with intent. So that's when you want to reserve the word mumser, for when it's done with malicious intent and malice of forethought.
Well, thank you, Rabbi. Every now and then I might use one of those words because we all know one out there somewhere, don't we? But one thing's for certain is you are, and what's a good word for a really prince of a human being? Because that's how I think of you.
A prince of a human being will work. Be gesund, Joe. Be in good health.